I feel
Skyrim into chaos.
that
And now the Empire is going
the
to
changes
force you
they've
down
made
and
to
restore the peace.
just, well, the changes with the combat update have just made the game so volatile that, one, I feel like
Carry on.
every video I would have to highlight a change, which I don't find fun. I just kind of, you know, I just want to fuck around,
Shut up and let's get
find out, and like just play the game, chill, waffle, do whatever, talk about, you know, my build. But, you know, my favorite character to play is my Psyker. And one, they've nerfed his sail, which, like, I don't think they needed to. Definitely what they needed to nerf and what my video was like the smite build, the bio lightning, where it would get no peril. Now that was very fun while it was in the game and extremely overpowered.
Did you hear that?
But you know, that's like a breath of fresh air for Psyker with the combat change. Because, you know, before Brain Burst, like, all you would do, really, is you just do Brain Burst, and then Quell Peril, and then Brain Burst, and Quell Peril, and, like, it's not terribly useful, and I'm really hoping, well, it's gonna get loud here, so I'm just gonna let Alduin do his thing, and then I'll continue. So, as I was saying, no, it's still pretty loud. Oh, whatever. We'll just sprint through this and then continue the waffle. I'll get the mic a little closer too, I'm not certain. There we go. It looks like I stepped in some fire. Gonna go right there. And personally, I'm not certain why anyone would side with Hadvar. Like, for their first time in Skyrim, like playing Skyrim, Hadvar is part of, you know, he's Imperial. Spoilers, by the way. I would never understand why you would pick to go with the people who have imprisoned you, but
looks like we're the only ones who made it.
You know, but anyway, Darktide.
No doubt.
A sail is nerfed, the cooldown is every 3 seconds instead of 2, like you can read the patch notes. Let's skip your dialogue.
Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off.
Come on. Now we can go third person. Immediately drop that. We're going to assign magic immediately. We're gonna do flames first. Apply all of this. This will be extremely useful in survival. It keeps you warm while it's active.
May as well take this gear.
And then now we have our light armor. We're going to do my version
get that
of
armor on and give that axe a few swings.
what do you call it? A spell blade? That's one word for it. You could also call it like a battle mage, but I'll probably do a mix of several things, and I plan on getting every skill to 100 at least once. You know, so we'll be at the typical like 81 3/4. Oh, alarm. Sorry about that, I have the most random alarm set. So, we'll just see. Anyways, to cut the Darktide information short, basically for me, not that fun. I feel like perfect. I feel like the game is in a state of like... So I'm of the firm belief, like, why would you nerf something if you can just bring everything up to like where that thing is? Because everyone's just gonna have more fun using the more powerful things, especially in a horde game like that. So for now, I may play Darktide a little, but I'm definitely more of a playing other games at the moment type of person. I'm also waiting for Space Marine 2, which hopefully will come out this year and won't be, won't be postponed until next year.
I just need to gather some more.
So that'll be a horde shooter. Probably be more fun than Darktide. Maybe not, but I'm hoping. Oh my god. That was such a strange interaction, I feel.
See if you can find any potions.
I feel like my controller is not very responsive right now either. I'll just take all of that. No, that's not the basket. So we immediately want to look for salt in any food that we know can combine into like a meal. Usually I get salt in one of those bags, but we're gonna hope. Oh, well, there's one salt pile, so we can make potato soup once.
Done. Let's get moving.
Otherwise, we're kind of SOL. But yeah, I'm not really gonna cover any Darktide until well, really until I feel like it. But also with Space Marine 2 coming out, I would rather just play that.
Carl Ulfric with you?
No, I haven't seen him since the dragon show.
And we're gonna take the Iron Shield.
Wait a second. Looks like there's something in
I feel like this guy... I mean, I'll take his armor for money.
It's locked. See. You can get it open with
I'm
some.
definitely gonna take the mage stuff. We can immediately put on the novice hood. Not really the robes. I mean, we could, but I'd rather disenchant that immediately. Well, I don't know, we'll see. But I'm definitely probably gonna do heavy armor, and then a mix of robes or hood or whatever. And now that we have a shield, so some things I like to do is I like to, we'll put that on. When I do my like Spellblade Battle Mage, I like to just do shield and magic. That way, if you're fighting someone within melee, you can block and like stagger them. You're not just like taking hits while trying to slowly back up. So that's the way I like to play with that. Eventually, when we get more magicka, or when we get a full enchanted set, so yeah, I just feel that works so much better than the alternative. We're just gonna kind of not care and just burn in general. There's our longbow, hopefully the hunter outside. These are cheap, right? Yeah. Nah, we don't need those. So burning them won't give us any XP, but that's fine for now. I probably just want about 100 arrows. I might be over encumbered immediately, so.
Let's see where this goes.
Did I? Okay, I did. So we'll just run across that. Yeah, would love to make videos on every game I play, but one, I don't think it would be that fun watching me play my main game I play, which is Final Fantasy XIV, and I just don't think it would be fun, because I never have fun watching people play MMOs. You know, I would much rather be the one playing it, rather than just watching someone play. But also just, like, I loathe pretty much all content creators for Final Fantasy XIV. And the reasoning being, well, one, I guess I've played it for so long, and like, you know, both in a casual sense and a more like high-end Savage Raider sense, so I just disagree with their viewpoints a lot of time, or their content just isn't tailored towards me, or also just like, you know, a lot of the newer content creators, there's a lot of hype around Dawn Trail, the new expansion that will be coming out next year. Yes. They talk about the state of the game, and I'm like, you know, to me, I'm like, well, you've only been playing for like, you know, a year or two, and like, this isn't trying to gatekeep them, it's just like, you know, my natural thoughts. I'm like, well, you know, you haven't been playing the game that long, like, who are you to talk about the, you know, the state of the game going forward? But like, you know, every other expansion has been, is that hunting bow? No, it's longbow. We'll still kill them. But yeah, no, every other expansion, like Heavensward was considered like a long, good expansion, and then Stormblood was good, but not like terribly amazing. And they've kind of alternated like that. So then it was, what, Stormblood, Shadowbringers, right? Yes. Then Shadowbringers was amazing after Stormblood, everyone loved it. And now Endwalker was literally just to, like, clean up the content of the, you know, decade-long conflict that's been building between, oh my gosh, where is it? There we go. The decade-long story that's been given to us between Hydaelyn and Zodiark, so, but, yeah, I mean, I just, oh, that's annoying. I just don't like pretty much any of the content creators. I feel they very much get like a herd mentality about the game, where they're like, oh, well, this one guy said, we're gonna take the mage because magic's such a pain in the ass to level, at least at low levels. Yeah, but like, you know, it's just a herd mentality, like, oh, this one random guy who has like 1 million views said this, so I'm gonna do that. It's like, okay, well, you're just wrong, and so is he. But then they refuse to admit they're wrong, which isn't, like, just to that game's players. That's like, that's like every game you play has players like that. But like, most recently, is I was doing some of the current higher-end content, and I had a newer player to the higher-end content. I told him, like, I was just complimenting, you know, the healer, like, you know, wow, like, you're doing a really good job, keep it up. Like, that's, you've done some really good, like, damage, you know, for what I've seen in the past. And then this newer player was like, I hate people like you who think tanks and healers damage is important. And, you know, I'm sitting there and I'm like, you do, like, the tanks alone do like 12% of the boss's HP over the fight. Like some, you know, usually somewhere in that margin between like 9 and 13, just depending. And like in a healer, you know, every bit of damage helps, and you know, and the fight is 10 minutes long, or longer. Like, you want to get that kill time down. You know, you do have a time limit. So,
the finest weapons and armor.
So I don't know. Just that's kind of like annoying me about, you know, oh, should I make videos about that? Because well, one, I don't want to, so I won't, but two, like, just the people in general, like, I don't think they're fun to, like, record for the most part and be around. I know a lot of my friends are camera shy, so I know one of them who I mostly play with. He's I mean, he streams, so he's not camera shy at all. But it's definitely,
Until next time.
sometimes I can say things that are questionable. I'll just leave it at that.
I've better things to do than listen to more of your fantasy.
But well, we need to decide here what we're gonna do.
What? Looking to protect yourself? Mm-hmm.
So I immediately wanted to make a backpack, which I need just a corundum ingot. Yeah, I would rather just. And then we can get 3 firewood so we can have a camp. Probably having at least 1 camp supply on us at all time
Take a look.
would be really helpful. Oh great. Alvor doesn't have that.
Alright.
I'm pretty sure there might be one in Ember Shard, but for now we're gonna go to the bar and then we'll go back to Ember Shard. Oh my lord. I feel like every time I try to record something,
We got
then
rooms and food.
everyone
Drink
wants
too. I
to
cook.
text me.
Ain't much else to tell.
So let's see. What the hell's going on here? Sure enough. Yeah. Yep, every time. Anyway.
Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
What do we want? Thankfully with the hunger, like, food is relatively cheap, so we're just gonna pick up, you know, anything that's, well, not chops, that's 2 weight for that, that's ridiculous. We're gonna buy blister wart. Oh, he has 3 and 3? We're gonna go for it then. So alchemy, I love alchemy.
Hard
Like,
not
just the
to.
concept of it is
The
so
ale is
great
going
to
bad.
me.
We need to get a new batch.
But we're gonna do that.
Did you hear
And there
me?
we go. We've created some
Yep,
potions
ale's
of
going
health.
bad.
I guess you don't have potatoes and
So we could eat now, but since we're going back to Ember Shard, I'd rather get the full mileage out of my food by eating once I get inside, or even in the middle of combat. I think if we take the back entrance, then we despawn 2 enemies. I don't know where they come from, but when you pull the bridge inside of Ember Shard, or pull the lever for the bridge, I feel it's not this far back, is it? No, I don't. Well, it might be. It might be up there, but that also might just be the path to High. No, not High Hrothgar. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Anyways. Oh, there's the back entrance. So I'm just going this way. Why not? I almost never do it this way, so. So I'm pretty sure. So we'll just show here the active effects. So, when you're tired, in this case drained is the first step, your resources come back slower and potions don't do as much. When you're hungry, you're dog shit. Like, the hunger is definitely the most It is the most... Well, we've given ourselves away, but we've also trained a sneak skill. So, but yeah, no, the hunger is like so terrible. But back to 14. I just dislike almost every content creator for it. I don't believe I sold my bow, right? Yeah. I just think they're wrong. It contributes to herd mentality, and inadvertently, I feel like a lot of the time they end up gatekeeping content for like other players who disagree with them. But as I said, that's like every game has players like that. It's unfortunate, I feel, how much of a following 14 has from players who routinely, like, how to say it? From players who routinely don't necessarily have the best morals? Morals isn't the right word, but... Oh wow, she does not stay there for very long at all. So we're just gonna hit her with the flames. She should be running from us. Yeah, she did. The guy with the warhammer. Should burn, yeah. Does he have the armor we're looking for? No. So we're looking for fur armor. She's not even wearing it, but we just want her arrows. Let's see, is that a steel axe? No, that's iron, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. These we want. The fur armor set is gonna give us the highest warmth stat, which is exactly what we want. I'm just gonna eat those. We'll take a potato. Potatoes are pretty much an all, you always want to take them. Apples, you might as well eat them or ignore them. I'm looking for salt. I know I said that potatoes are always a must take, and then I didn't take that one. Is that carrots? Are there carrots in both? No. Okay. So, how many do we have? Because we don't need, like, a lot. What is it? Oh, they have a food. Yeah, so we have 13. I would only hold 20. That's like 2. Oh, we found it. Perfect. So we'll just come over here. We'll take this iron. Read light armor forging. That should level us. That's a creation club quest, I'm pretty sure. But we'll go in here. Let's make the backpack. Let's see if we can make any others. So the dark leather and fine leather are useless, basically. The hunter backpack is very good. The mage backpack is also very good. I should get the shellbug helmet this run as well. 10% to bows could be good. But having more stamina or magicka is also always good. I think in this case, I'd rather have the stamina. And now we can put that on. Perfect. Looks a little goofy with the quiver sticking out, but that's just how it is. We could level up here, but we're just gonna complete Ember Shard real quick. steel mace, huh? Okay. I might pick that up. I think I definitely have to wait. Oh, that's so interesting. Fur shoes give more armor and have the same warmth as fur boots. I mean, I'll take more armor. I don't care. Those are trash. We basically should have just dropped those. Salt is the name of the game here. Oh, there we go. So, in case you didn't know, you need salt for like every cooking recipe in Skyrim Survival. Oh, shock resist is pretty good sometimes. What do you have? Honeycomb. Oh, I should eat the bleeding crown as well. There we go. I'm not gonna pick that up. So yeah, usually when you're on the other side of this, when you pull the pull chain, 2 enemies spawn on this side of the bridge. It's either 2 or 3. And they come across and investigate, but looks like they've already done. Oh, haven't even activated. Whether their dialogue might be different. Or their actions might be different depending on what entrance you go through, but I'm gonna try to get in close and hit them with this steel dagger, and then we'll sleep and level up and call that good for the recording session, but I plan on doing like 2 of these in a row. Damn. Alright, well that didn't go to plan.
From you! No! That's the best you can do!
Oh, that went better than expected though. Ah, Steel War Axe, just what I wanted. And I don't think we found the fur armor I was looking for, did we? No. Unless this guy has it. No, he has hide. Well, that's unfortunate to say the least. But we'll take that, we'll take that. Alright, we're just gonna sleep for an hour here. Choose health. We are using destruction, so I'm just gonna keep that as my main source of DPS right now. And running up the back is probably our fastest method. But yeah, I really feel like playing Skyrim right now, so I'm gonna try to make this a series. As I don't really upload regularly, but I also have like, what, 2 subscribers, which thanks to you 2. I think one might be my brother, uncertain. I don't remember if he told me he was subscribing or not, but thanks to both of y'all, whoever you are. I'm just gonna get at an Ember Shard and then pause the game, stop recording, re-record, start the game, and the life cycle continues. But thanks for watching, see you in the next one.